It's called Change Bad Moods in an Instant. It's hard when you feel you're trapped in a bad mood, whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression. There is a tool that you can use to bring your body and mind into balance. The story of your life is written into the tissues of your body, and the practice that I'm about to share with you will lift the ink from all of those stories, allowing you to observe and either rewrite or erase them. Your mind's default setting is one of peace and serenity. It's how you feel when you wake up in the morning, before you begin to think and influence your mind. How you think and feel about yourself are all constructs that you have created and stored in the outer regions of your brain, and they have, up until now, dictated how you react and deal with certain situations, if not all of them. Going inward will enable you to connect once again to your true default nature that is not a construct of your experience. Your mood and feelings are not who you truly are, and please know that your mind can quickly be steered in the opposite direction, into a place of peace and tranquility. There are certain frequency vibrations that have serious positive effects on the body and the mind, and these can be generated by simply using your voice. That is what makes this technique that I'm about to explain to you so easy to use. Anybody can do it, and its effects become apparent in a matter of minutes. Chanting is a wonderful practice that brings the brain back into homeostasis. Mantra, the word, translated, simply means freedom of mind. And this really equates to freedom of overbearing thoughts. Breathing techniques are great to use because they encourage your mind to focus only on your breathing, thus diverting the thoughts that have caused you to feel stressed or anxious in the first place. Chanting goes one step beyond this and actually changes the physiology of the brain and the body. Sound affects the body physically and energetically, and chanting Om has specific benefits when it comes to quietening your mind. When you hear words or familiar sounds, the body of those sounds end when they hit your eardrum and get transformed into electrical signals that are sent to the auditory parts of your brain. You have an opinion of these words. For example, if you were to chant the number 1, you would be thinking about the actual number, thus stimulating your mind in such a way with the association. Chanting Om gets around this and actually causes the nerve responsible for interpreting sounds to calm down and actually dampens stimulus. When you chant Om, you are not thinking about what it means, and its effects stop the outer layers of the brain from trying to configure, sending it deeper into the inner structures of your brain, such as those that are responsible for producing the chemicals that are responsible for emotion. Now, There are two ways of experiencing the world, and those are externally and internally. There are a lot more processes needed to experience outwardly or externally, and your brain has to process far more in order to do this. Chanting Om is a vehicle for taking you from that external perception that diverts it inwardly, involuting your awareness into an internal perception. So going inward is massively important when it comes to changing your mood and your thought processes. The stories of your life are all stored in the outer regions of your brain, known as the cortex part. The concepts about who you are as a person, how you react to being cut up in traffic, for example, or being yelled at by somebody. Diverting your awareness inside will allow you to bypass these constructs that you have created throughout your life and reunite you with your true self, one which is peaceful by default. Chanting Om will bring you peace at any moment of the day when you decide to practice this technique, which is so simple. It is the bridge that will take you from the externalized story that you have made up from your experience into the truth of those experiences, behind the meaning of why you're feeling like this. Om has been practiced for thousands of years. And in yoga, they say that in order to experience the absolute, you have to move through the impressions that make up who you really are. Chanting Om boasts great benefits to other parts of your body too. The frequency which you chant vibrates the chest at the beginning of the word, moving up through the throat and finally ending inside of your head when you reach the letter M. When you chant, elongate the word and try to incorporate the letters A-U-M, not just O-M, how you'd imagine it be pronounced. So this is the correct and most beneficial way to chant it. So whilst you're practicing this, you should aim to chant for 5 or 10 minutes and build this up over time. Try not to make any associations with the word, or anything else for that matter that might divert your attention from inside. Focusing your awareness on feeling and going within. So I will now demonstrate. So try to chant along with me as I go. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in before each time you chant the word, and exhale as you say it. So get ready now. So deep breath in. One more time. And just sit with that peace for a moment. Noticing any changes in your body or your mind. And remember, you can use this whenever you want. If you feel comfortable to do it on a train full of people, then go for it. I try to do this every morning if I can. If I miss it, I go and do it in the night time. I try to do it as much as I can. I do it when I'm driving as well. And it really does help. And it changes my mood in an instant. Especially if I'm stuck in traffic or stressing out about something I need to do. Just divert your awareness inside to the inner regions of your brain and stop associating yourself with the emotions of stress and anxiety, because ultimately you can control your emotions with your thoughts. And when you become stressed or anxious, it's just simply chemicals that have been produced by your thoughts in your hypothalamus that are just moving around your body and sitting into your cells. So you can control your emotions from the root, which is your thoughts. And this is a great technique for you to do that, because it can change your mind and your mood in an instant.